Welcome back. Happy August, everyone. August just started. What's today? August 3rd. So a couple days ago. New month, new goals, new music, all that jazz. First of all, thank you all so much for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning into the live stream, my name is El Marquis. I'm a musician, rapper, record producer, Unashamed Christ follower. Today is Bedroom Producer episode 19. This is lit. If you're new to the stream, we hop in the stream to, of course, share my workflow as I'm making beats in Logic Pro 10 and Machine. I make beats pretty much from start to finish here on the stream, other than mixing, which I don't really think is as interesting to watch. But yeah, we cook up beats start to finish, starting from the initial idea or the initial loop or sample. Then I go through and complete the beat. Get people's feedback on the way, and what's more, even more important is that I share, or pretty much walk you through and share my process of making beats, so that way it can inspire you to make something on your own. Answer any questions that you have, whether it's a question on Logic, a question on Machine, a question on just production techniques in general. Of course, feel free to ask any questions as the stream progresses. Feel free to leave any comments, anything like that. And yeah, the main goal really is to connect with different producers, different artists, different people who just happen to enjoy watching people create music. Answer any questions along the way, and provide a really dope community and some dope feedback for all of us. Because every now and then also I'll do like beat critiques for people. As we start growing the community around the stream a bit more, that's also something I want to do more often, which is giving critiques of other people's beats or songs. So yeah, this is dope. Something else that I'm starting to do as well, let's switch scenes really quick. So on my website, lmarquisproductions.com, which also I will actually drop in the chat, or I'll actually drop this specific page. Something that so what I want to start doing is start uploading more samples on a more consistent basis. So let me just drop this link in the chat really quick so you can check this out on your own. This is my website, lmarquisproductions.com. So previously I had 3 different sample packs on the website, which was these 3 sample packs. They're all for free right now. And what I want to do now is that instead of just compiling a bunch of different loops and then putting them all in one pack, what I want to start doing actually is hopefully most likely on a weekly basis, what I'll be doing is taking like one single sample and making it available to download for free. So this one right here, the Will I See You Again, that's one of them, as well as the sample that says, my bad, as well as the sample that says Can't Fail Them. Yeah, so right now if you want a free sample that you can use in any of your beats, any of your songs or whatever, you can visit this page on my website, download the loop, and then cook up with it. And yeah, like I said, for right now it's for free. The main goal of this too is actually just to continue making loops, continue getting feedback off of them, and create more of a demand for more loops from me. And that, once that starts to happen, then I'll start doing more so of a mixture between loop packs that you pay for, as well as free ones. I'll start doing like a mixture of that. But for right now, if you are a producer who likes to use loops when you make beats, would greatly appreciate it if you did check out this section on my website, the section called Sample Packs on lmarquisproductions.com. And yeah, just check out the loop packs or the single loops themselves, and cook up with them and show me what you make, and just give me feedback along the way. And yeah, for me personally, I like using loops. I use loops in the majority of the beats that I've been making recently. And yeah, I just want to help people create the best music possible. So we're gonna get into it today. Let's go overhead and switch to Logic Pro 10 and start cooking up. So as a matter of fact, speaking of loops, I did go through a pack a little while ago. I was just browsing through stuff, to find something to cook up with for today, and I did stumble along this loop right here. It's like an old school soul type of loop. So we've got this loop right here, and then what I'm gonna do first is actually I'm gonna put down some drums over it. I also brought the loop into quick sampler so that way I can actually chop it up off of my keyboard. I didn't really spend a whole lot of time actually getting the chops right. But what I actually want to do first, that I've also done with a few beats that I worked on previously, off stream actually. I got the sample right here. I want to actually put some drums over it first to get a decent groove going on, and then what I may do is I might have the loop play as is in certain sections of the beat, and then have the chop play in different sections of the beat. That's what I'm thinking right now. I don't know for sure, but let's just get to work and let's see what goes on from there. Actually, so normally I manipulate the loop in some way before I get started. Actually, and I didn't do it right now just because I wanted to. First I actually thought I was gonna chop it up first. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna manipulate it a little bit right now. I want to speed it up a bit actually, and then I'll just drag it back in the quick sampler if I still want to chop it up. I'm thinking let's see what 90 feels like for right now, and then let's go on from there. we're getting started with this groove so far. Nothing's super complicated right now. Nudging those hi-hats over a little bit.
These AirPods, fam.
So I got like the main, well, most of the main drums down other than the kick. I was putting down some extra percussion, fill out some more space. But I've noticed that a lot of modern, I guess more specifically, I guess like trap songs in particular, don't always have a whole lot of percussion and stuff going on. That's why I like adding, that's one reason why I like adding my own percussion. And it just adds a bit more to the overall groove of the drums. I'm like mostly happy with the percussion now. I just want to find, at least for right now, I'm hearing like one more drum. Yeah, I might be good on drums right now. Oh no, well it's really the kick actually. I want to put down a bass first. Do I want 808 or do I want? Let's try synth bass. Let's open up Trillion and then let's try to find a bass in there. It's probably not going to be like the only bass line as well, because someone will try chopping up the sample a bit. So I'll lay down something like relatively simple. Then from there, let's chop up the sample and see what we can come up with. What do I want? Definitely not that. What key are we in? Definitely let me know what you're thinking about the beat so far. Feel free to throw out any suggestions. Looks like we're in D minor. Okay, not gonna use that bass, but I think we started off in the right couple of notes. Oh, definitely not that one. That might be cool for actually like a different section of the beats. I'm gonna say that bass line, that bass in particular, actually. Let's pull up a different bass really quick. There's one that I know is gonna work. Let's go over to that. S3BAA808 says, "Hey, could you please something like rate my beat?" Is your beat already published on YouTube? Because if it is, then I can go over and check it out actually. SoundCloud, yeah. So right now I'm working on cooking this beat. If you're still in here by the time this beat's finished, yeah, I can check it out on SoundCloud, or I can give you feedback privately, whichever you prefer, and then we can go on from there. Just let me know if you would prefer me to rate you live on the stream, or if you'd like me to rate your beat privately. got it for the most part. It's just like the last couple of notes. Let me just loop this last part of the loop right here. Got it. I think. Let's lay this down real quick. It says, it's up to you. I like watching Making Beats live, so I think I'm gonna stay here for a while. Awesome. Yeah, you can stay here for a while. Let me know if you're still in the chat within the next, I don't know how long this beat's gonna take exactly. But after if we after we reach a good point with this beat, if you still want me to critique yours live in the stream, then we can go ahead and do that. Yeah, I messed that up a little bit, and I'm also gonna drop it down an octave. I just played it that high just so I could hear the notes more clearly while I'm wearing headphones. I'm gonna clean up the notes a little bit and then drop it down an octave, and that will be the actual octave that we'll keep for the majority, if not all, of the beat. Sure, by the way, I'm a beginner, so I don't want to like flex or something. I just need feedback for someone who understands. Hey, no problem, man. We're all at different levels in our career right now. I definitely don't consider myself an expert, but I do consider myself well experienced. I'm not sure if you've tuned into the streams or anything like that before, but yeah, I'll give honest feedback. I'll give my opinion. I'm not going to just completely, unless the beat's just not good, I'm not going to just say anything rude out just for the sake of being rude. I'll just give honest feedback based off of my own opinion, but also everyone's opinion is suggestive. At the end of the day, the most important opinion is actually the if you're assuming that you're making beats for artists, the artists that you're making beats for, their opinion actually should be the most important one to you. But of course, I have no problem with giving you some feedback and hopefully pointing you in the right direction. Cool. Okay, so that bass line sounded pretty good. Let's drop that down an octave. Some of that still needs to be adjusted a bit, actually. So I had to play pretty close to, I had to play a bit close to the original bass line that was in the sample, but not exactly the same. So we're working on a bit of a soul beat today. Cool. Yes. Just so that I can play a bit, hold a bit longer. Come in a hair later. Okay, so I'm happy with that for right now. Let's put down a kick. Okay, let's go with the soul beat. Yes. First beat of the day is more like a soul influence beat. Try that. I think I'll take out that last one. Yeah, I think this might be good so far. So let's see if we can find another chop for a different section of the beat. Let's see. So I'll play it without the bass line for right now. I'll just chop up the sample. Oh wait, let's see. Yeah, I'll just chop it up based off of a different section of the beat. Let's see. We're gonna change the beat division a bit too. Don't know for sure we'll keep this idea, but let's just try it out. There we go. Just have to fix my drums real quick. Ah, okay. Okay, we almost got somewhere. You know what? Okay, I kind of like that idea. I'm gonna put that. I'll put that down for right now. Actually, I want to divide up the sample a bit more, so I can chop it up a little bit more. A little bit more. S3BAA808 says, by the way, I have a very good sample, and I wanted to ask you if you can make beat into that sample like magical and space vibe, really undescribable. I'll have to hear the sample first. If it's something that I can create with, because I'll be honest, some people say that they have good samples and they want me to create with them. Some just aren't really ready to be crafted on yet. So I'm not saying this is you. I'm just saying I need to hear it first before I agree to working on it. And if I feel inspired to create something with it, then we can make it happen. Ah! Try that again. Okay, I got you. So so normally when it comes to like, I'm not sure if you were asking for like specifically a beat collab or if you wanted me just to flip a sample that you found. If you were looking for specifically for a beat collab, those I only do if it's a sample that you created. But if it's a sample that you just want to see me flip, then I can work on that too. Just depends on what specifically you want it done for it. No, didn't not for a collab, just for. Okay, yeah, yeah. In that case, yeah, that's totally fine. Just you can send it over. Um, and then if it's something that if it's something that I'm feeling inspired with, yeah, I have no problem with creating with it. Let's divide this sample up a bit more. I was only asking too, by the way, not to like pester you or anything like that. I was asking before because someone actually did send me some loops that he found on actually a free website that he did not create, and he was trying to actually do like a legit beat collab, as in like taking 50% of my publishing and any revenue that was generated from beat sales. And then ever since then, I've just been a lot more picky with I've been a lot more picky with the producers and stuff that I collaborate with, just because uh the only way that I found out was by, because I made a beat using the loops that he sent me on the live stream, and then the videos got they got what's it called, not copyright strike, but it got the YouTube content ID for the original sample owner. So ever since then, I've been more careful with collaborating with other producers. I'm kind of messing around right now, but I might play around with this for like another minute or so, and then let's see where we can go on from there. Okay, I like most of that. Just trying to find the ending shot for it. think I got it. Ah, okay. I definitely messed up. Definitely messed that one up. Let's see if I can. You know what? I'm gonna try this one more time, actually. Yeah, I think I got the rhythm right. I just have to adjust some of the notes for that. Some of the chops that I played for that part. That's what I'm guessing. So I definitely want to keep this idea and this idea. This one may be able to fit. Let's in like a different section. Let's find out. Or let's just. I'll get to that part when we're arranging. Actually. Oh, I did play it wrong. So that was supposed to be 8 bars. I made it just 4. Okay, so I have to redo that anyway. So let's do this one more time. And then from there we can move on. Oh wait, was I right the first time when I made it 4 bars? Maybe I did, and then I just didn't erase part of it. Oh, I never saved. Let's save this real quick, actually. Call this. What are we gonna call this? We're going to call this. Date night. Cool. Wait for that to load back up, and then let's go and readjust that last sample, or last sample chop rather. Definitely let me know what you're thinking about the beat so far, and feel free to drop any suggestions in the chat. An E. Okay, so I think those have to go down. I think that one goes up. And then that little bass line, that's the perfect way to end it. Drag that over a little bit. Okay, actually, let's drag those up to there, actually. So I don't know why, but every time I'm trying to make boom bap, I get bored in 5 minutes. That depends on, I mean, do you listen to this type of music a lot? It really, not everyone is, I don't even, well, what way I'm trying to put this? I don't know. not everyone really needs to make every single genre of music. So if you say that you get bored of making boom bap, maybe it's just not a genre that is particularly interesting to you. Um, but yeah, if you ever feel bored on some while making something and it's not, and if you're not making it for someone very specific, like for example, if an artist hire you to make a specific type of beat, if you're feeling bored, then maybe that just means that you don't like making that type of music, and then you can put more focus on making the styles of music where you don't get bored. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I'm live on Twitch as well. Go ahead. Let's tighten this up. Welcome back. Okay, so I see what was going on before. So the other sample chop was still playing out, which made me think that this one started a little bit later. Okay, now that makes sense. So I readjusted the what's it called? I readjusted the piano roll. Okay, so that should be correct now. Okay, so let's play the beat. Let's play all the different sections of the beat now. Said the Twitch delay is like over 3,000 times better. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so I'm thinking for now, those could just be 3 different sections of the beat. Maybe I'll do something different with the drums as well. Let's go ahead and start arranging. So let's bring out the drums now. Oh, wow, that's not how you spell full. Okay, so let's drag out the drums from Machine into Logic. Let's start arranging. I might add some more instruments as well. I don't always add a ton of instruments when I'm doing like more soul sample chopping style beats. But let's see. Let's drag that back over here. Delete those. Watching on both Twitch and YouTube. Great process. Thank you. This isn't like the main type of thing that I do, but I like making these salad beats as well. I like challenging myself to give. I'd like challenge myself with different styles of music to make. Just because one, I do enjoy being a somewhat of a versatile producer, but also I listen to multiple styles of music, and I want to. And I have fun making just different styles of music. So I think that shaker percussion would sound great with this beat. Do I have a shaker in here? I might have to go. It's kind of like a shaker. I might go back and actually add a shaker in a different pocket. also gonna bounce that in place for right now. Bounce that part of the loop. Bounce this part of the loop. And yeah, and both of those are just going to be up here in the same track. Chop that part off. Cool. Okay, so I'm thinking. Yeah, I'll just move all of those over for right now, and then we'll get. I'll find a place to add those in the full beat. Cool. Okay, so let's start arranging. Repeat those a bunch of times. So actually, I like keeping my intros relatively short. So what we're going to do is actually, intro is going to be 4 bars, and then we're going to bring everything in. So I'm thinking I might save those maybe for at least one of those, maybe for like the latter half of the verse, or maybe like right before the chorus comes back in. Okay, let's see where we're at. So that should be the whole verse right there, actually. And then the chorus should come back in. So let's, yeah, I actually will probably end up adding a couple more instruments to this. I don't want it to feel too much like a loop. I do want to go ahead and just start arranging it right now, though. So let's, okay, so let's bring this back for the chorus. Actually, well, yeah, that's pretty much the same thing that's going on. So let's repeat that. That'll be chorus 2. And let's see. And this part right here, that's where I'll probably introduce one of those sample chops. Let's try. Okay, let's move that right there. Okay. Yeah, we're before you do send us the pack of samples, where did you find the samples actually? Like, are there samples that are available to purchase, or are they samples that you just happen to find? If the ones that you at the purchase, just send me the link to them, and then I'll check them out for myself. If they happen to be um if they happen to be like free samples and maybe found off of like Looperman or something like that, yeah, that's totally totally okay. Oh yeah. You can totally send me those. You can. Do you need my Matter of fact, let me send you my I'll drop my Instagram in the chat really quick. www.instagram.com/L_Marquis. Yeah, cool. So send me I just dropped my Instagram in the chat. Oh, email would be better. Okay, cool. I'll drop that in the chat then. Oops, that's my website. lmarquisproductions@gmail.com. Cool. Just drop the email in the chat, and yeah, you can send them to there. And yeah, I'll check them out, and if they inspire me to create, then I'll cook up with them. Thank you, appreciate that. Okay, so on this part, I'm going to switch up the kick pattern a bit. I think I'll keep the snare the same. I'll just switch up the kick a little bit. Bring back the rest of the drums over here, I'm thinking. I have to redo the bass line a bit too, actually. Let's... I think that might be it. I think I got it. Okay, let's try that. I think I like that pattern right there. Um, let's keep. I think let's maybe let's keep that chop. Let's see what that third sample chop. Let's see what that would sound like maybe in like a third verse. And then just copy and paste the original chorus. Wrong track. Put it over here. That's chorus 3. Oops. Okay, I sent it. Awesome, thank you. That's chorus 3. Okay, verse 3. Normally I keep my beats to like 2 verses because that's what a lot of modern songs are normally do. But one thing about making beats for artists is that they always can. If we make a beat if we send a beat to them that's like a bit longer than normal, they always can actually just cut it short or fade it out earlier. Versus if you send a beat to them that's like too short, it actually is a bit harder for them to extend it if they want to keep the beat sounding interesting and just using like different sections of the beat. So I think I might try making this one 3 verses. And then if the artist who ends up using this, or if an artist ends up using this, does decide to use it, if they don't want to use all 3 verses, they can just fade it out after the chorus. Let's mute the bass. Let's mute all of these right now. In your country, it's hard to find someone that wants to buy beats. Well, that's a beautiful thing about the internet because you can find and target people. So everyone using those free samples on YouTube. So I mean, people over here in the U.S. I'm not sure what country you're in, but in the U.S. a lot of people do that over here as well. But the thing is, you just gotta find the right audience. So for example, sure, do a lot of people use free beat or rip free beats off of YouTube? Yes. I also, outside of just making beats, I also record artists, and a lot of pretty much the vast majority of the artists who I would record when I was like really my main thing, like 90% of them use beats that they found off of YouTube, and didn't bother paying for them. However, there is a huge audience of artists who actually do buy beats. You just have to go. You have to find in terms of like marketing and just finding the right people, you just need to go where those type of artists are. So for example, a lot of smaller artists who are just starting out, they don't have a big budget, so they're probably going to just go on YouTube and find free whoever type beat, free Drake type beat, free Lil Baby type beat or whatever, and they'll use those types of beats. Maybe they'll come back and buy them later on, or maybe they'll just download them thinking that they're completely free. But then let's say if you were to go to let's say you were going to let's say you went on Instagram and then you found a page like a rap contest page or like a rap promo type page. Those type of artists are a bit more serious than people who are just messing around, joking around, and they may potentially be more likely to buy a beat versus someone who's just someone who's joking around. So for example, if you go on, I can't think of a good page off the top of my head, but let's say you went on a page where they were posting people who did rap contests. Those artists are a bit more serious. It's possible that maybe they paid to be a part of that contest, so maybe they don't mind paying for beats. or maybe you also mix music, and you're maybe, let's say you're like a pretty good mixing engineer. Maybe you could give someone, maybe if you don't find an artist who's willing to pay for a beat, maybe they may be willing to pay for mixing, or maybe you have a different service or skill that an artist would value. maybe maybe you're good at making graphic art. Maybe they won't pay for the beats, but maybe they may pay for your additional service. It really just depends on you and the specific customers that you attract to reach out to. I wouldn't say that it's impossible to sell beats to people at all. So I love making unique beats, Chief Keef 2013 type beats. They're so unique. Or Icy Twat type beats are very unique, but it's hard to find someone who's actually about to use those types of beats. I mean, even with that, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really listen to Chief Keef or Icy Twat like that, so I'm not sure what their sound is. Another part of it too, because also I haven't heard your beats. The other part of it too is actually making beats that people are looking for. So specifically, if you're trying to, I'm not sure if you, like, are you selling beats on like BeatStars or Airbit or anything like that? The other thing too is just being realistic with the market. Not saying that you need to like copy everyone. I'm not saying that. There are there certain types of beats that sell more than others? Sure. Are there certain types of beats that what I'm trying to say? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is you don't have to necessarily make mainstream styles of beats. Like, you don't have to copy like the top selling people on BeatStars, for example, people like Ant Chamberlain or Cash Money AP. I'm not saying you need to make beats like them, but you do need to make beats that are of good quality, and that there is a demand for it. If you're trying to specifically sell beats to artists, let's say by using like leasing beats on BeatStars and Airbit, which I'm not saying that you're not, because I still do need to listen to your beats. But either way, if just either way, you'll still have to reach out to those type of people who would use those types of beats. So, for example, what's someone like? I could see me as a creator. I can't rate my beats as someone else. Okay, so here's something that you can do. I can't really give really specific advice because I don't really know what Chief Keef or Icy Twat really sound like, to be honest. I'm not very familiar with their style of music. But here's something you can do right now just to get you started. Go on YouTube, type in Chief Keef type beats. Look at like the first couple of people who pop up. Of course, it's gonna be like producer videos. Let's say, okay, so when you find like those type of producers, find their name, go into the YouTube search bar and type in prod by that producer. Then go to the section on YouTube where it says filter the results, and then filter it down to I don't remember exactly what it says off the top of my head. It'll say something like, I think like most recent uploads or something like that. And then you'll see people who are using that producer's type of beat. So those artists who are giving credit to the producer in the title, it's possible that they bought the beat from that producer, or maybe they used it for free. But the point is, you would have found artists right there who are using those Chief Keef style beats. So just to review, go to YouTube, type in Chief Keef type beat. So you have like, oh no, man, I study this stuff all the time. I study this all the time. This happened to be one of the techniques that I found and also that I use to find potential beat buyers. But yeah, it is a bit time consuming, but if this is something that you want to do, I mean, this is something I would much rather do than working for another boss where I may be doing like data entry type stuff. But yeah, that's where you can actually, that's one really good way to find artists who are looking for a beat with a really specific type of sound. So yeah, just to review one more time, and then I'm gonna get back into this beat and wrap this up. Go on YouTube. If you could describe your style of beat as like a Chief Keef type beat, yeah, just go on YouTube, type in Chief Keef type beat. Whichever producers are like the first, I mean, well, any of them really that are on the results page. Go through, type in their name, or type in prod that producer's name in the search bar, and then filter the results down to people who most recently uploaded those beats. And then hopefully they'll have some point of contacting their social media page, hopefully like an Instagram where you can just reach out to message them. Email is also good. For me personally, I prefer Instagram because I think a lot of people really check their Instagram more often than email. Either way, find their email. I mean, so find their Instagram, their email, their TikTok, whatever point of contact, and then yeah, reach out to them that way. Don't just like say, hey, I have beats that sound like this, buy them, or just actually just start a conversation with them and start talking about something that doesn't directly relate to selling them a beat quite yet, just to build a rapport with them. And then after you talk for a little while, you can say something along the lines of, hey, I have some beats that I think fit your style. And then yeah, you'll see I don't think I have beats like the best beats, but I think they're not bad. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to, I'm about to get back to this in a moment. I'll just wrap up this one point. You don't have to necessarily make the best of the best types of beats, but also they do need to be of a relatively good quality. So I mean, of course, make beats every single day. If you're uploading them, upload them on whatever schedule works for you. Just the fact of the reality is, not every type of or not every style of beat sells. Not every beat in the world out there sells, and that may be because of a couple of things. Either you're not reaching out to the right people, or they're just not good enough yet. Which I was definitely there at one point. I started uploading beats in 2018. It's 2021 now, and I'm making and the beats that I'm making now I think are honestly the best beats that I've made in my entire producing career. I've been producing since like I think 2015, and then I started selling them in 2018. The beats early on, I was making the mistakes of, first of all, I mean they were good enough. They definitely weren't top quality, but they were good enough to where there were a handful of people who would buy them. But also, I wasn't reaching out to the right people. I was reaching out to a lot of artists who, either they just mainly some of them like they fit that style, but they weren't really serious about their career. So I'm not sure like what the case could be in your specific scenario. But yeah, it could be one of two things. If you're saying if people aren't buying them a lot right now, it could be that one, you just started out making beats. It could be that you're not reaching out to the right types of artists or right styles of artists. Or the fact of the matter is maybe they're just not ready to be purchased quite yet. But all of those do have fixes to them. I wouldn't say necessarily like an overnight fix. But yeah, the thing that you really need to do is, first of all, make beats every single day. Always work on improving your craft, and then really focus in and target in on the specific artists who would be interested in getting those styles of beats. So yeah, that was a really long-winded. My bad if that was too much. But yeah, I really hope somewhere along in that rant that I said something in there that could help you out and offer some inspiration. So let's get back to this, and then we'll move on from there. I think I might. Let's see what that kick pattern from this session beat would sound like there. Probably do like a similar thing where the rest of it drops right there too. Or else the drums drop right there. Oh yeah, and on I no problem for answering those questions. Drop your SoundCloud in the chat so I can check out. I'll drop a link to one of your beats in the chat so then that way I can check it out and review it if you're still interested in that. So now to redo the bass line for this section of the beat, I think I'll keep it out for verse 3A, and then I'll put it back in for verse 3B. Maybe. Let's try it out just to make it a little different from the other sections of the beat. That pattern was right. I know that the notes at the end were a little all over the place, so let's fix that up a little bit. I think to make this part a little different, I'll take out, maybe I might take out all the drums in like the last half of verse 3B. And just keep the sample on the bass. And then take out the bass right here. And then the chorus will come back, and then the outro. Delete all that. Then I might put like an effect or something like that on the outro to make it stand out a bit more. Yeah, this is a pretty long beat actually. Wow. Okay, let's chop that in half. Drag that over here. That would be the outro. Wow, this is actually a very long beat. Alright, cool. Let's play this from the top. Let's hear where we're at. If there's anything that I want to change with it, I'll change it there. I'll try to really just play through it one time without stopping. And then we'll move on to the actually I'll review Nasty Name Does beat, and then we'll go on from there for beat number 2 of the day. Let's go. Said you're so confused with the software. What software do you use? I'll use FL. That's dope. I haven't used FL. Well, I've used FL when I've collaborated with other producers in their place, but I'm not really familiar with FL. This is Logic Pro 10 as well as Machine. First I was very confused, but when you're using it for a while, you'll get like very confident. Yeah, that's what pretty much anything actually. And all the softwares, they all do pretty much the same thing too. It's all about just what workflow you're most comfortable with. Awesome. Oh, Des on YouTube said, this is nice. What software is that? This is Logic Pro 10 as well as Machine. Awesome. So this is a good stopping point for this beat. It's definitely not done quite yet. But yeah, I like where it's going so far. And yeah, so let's check 1 second. Yeah, so I definitely like where this beat's going so far. It's definitely not done. So now on Twitch, we got a friend over here, Nasty named. He just sent in a beat that he would like me to review and give some critiques over. So I haven't heard this yet. We're going to play it here live on the stream. And I'll give some honest feedback on it. I'm not gonna crush it or anything like that. I'm just going to give some feedback based off of my own opinion, my own ear. By the way, at the end of the day, like I said earlier, this is just my own opinion. At the end of the day, the most important opinion is, assuming that you're making your beats for artists, the most important opinion at the end of the day is the artist who you're sending this off to or selling this to. Let's play this beat right now. Okay, this is hard. I like this so far. Okay. Okay, cool. So here's some feedback I'll give on this. First of all, I actually do like the beat overall. Um, Overall, I think this beat definitely does. This is definitely for a very specific type of artist. So I'm not. I said this before. I'm not super familiar with a lot of Chief Keef's music. I heard a couple of his singles, and stuff when he first came out. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna assume this is like pretty much spot on for his style. So yeah, a couple of things. Um, like I said, since I don't listen to a lot of his music, it's hard for me to give critiques on this specific style. Just for something for, I guess, but for this type of music that I usually listen to and make, what I'll say is that I think there needs to be a few more, not like complete changes in the beat, but a few different sections of the beat where maybe you're taking out some of the drums, taking out the bass here and there. Um, the intro itself definitely started off really hard. I really like how the 808 came in and how that's hitting. It definitely does sound a bit more 2013. So yeah, better arranging. Yeah. Overall, the beat actually is pretty good though. It's just, I would change up some of the arrangement a bit here and there just to make the beat a bit more interesting, but it's definitely not bad. Um, yeah. So yeah, I'm also checking out, just skimming through the rest of your. So I used gross beat at the intro and outro. That's fire. Um, so yeah, also if your goal also is to sell beats, I'm just gonna skim through your SoundCloud really quick. So it looks like right now, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm just looking on the SoundCloud. Um, are your beats so also like the mix that I made? Yeah. So do you have a website or do you have anywhere where you're actually selling the beats? Right now, I see that you have a lot of beats. Um, right now, I see that there are a lot of beats on your SoundCloud page. But do you have like your own website or do you have like a BeatStars page or anywhere where you're selling them? Because right now, no matter how good the beats are, um, it doesn't appear right now straight up on the page where there is a place where you can purchase them. You can't buy beats directly on. You said you had a website, but it wasn't selling. Okay, so yeah, so that's actually the main. So in terms of why they're not selling, that's actually a big reason right there why they're not selling, because right now there's no place for an artist to buy them. So one really quick tip, and then I'll get into the next beat for today. When you're selling any product, whether it's beats, whether it's toilet paper, whether it's t-shirts, whether it's, I don't know, just like cheeseburgers, whatever, you need, wherever you're selling them, you need to make the buying process for your customer as easy and as simple as possible. So also, could you I'll get you that in a second. So let me just complete this out really quick. So whenever you're selling anything, you need to make the buying process as simple and as easy as possible. So right now, for example, let's say you're trying to sell beats, but and you direct artists to the SoundCloud page. Yeah, this is a great place to listen to them, especially since there are still people who use SoundCloud. This is a good place for to send people if they want to listen to them. But since right now there's no easy way to contact you or to view the website where you're selling them on, that's gonna make it really difficult for people to actually purchase them. So if you would like to get more serious into specifically selling the beats, I definitely highly recommend starting making a website, getting a BeatStars page or an Airbit page. I personally use and prefer BeatStars. And that'll be a great place to host your beats so people can listen to them and then also purchase them as well. So let's listen to this beat really quick, and then let's get back into the second beat for today.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world.
After this advertisement.
But there is another path where the battle to belong begins. Awakened by a calling, united by purpose, defined by the cause you fight for.
Unnecessary.
No one can
advertisement 1 of 2. This is already a long ad. My gosh.
Among the few, the proud.
The remix, but it's not in English, so I don't think you're gonna understand something. You know, is this gonna be, whenever this ad's over, is this gonna be you rapping or singing over it?
Want to hear something amazing? Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the
These
end
guys
of your
need to
first
cut me a
year,
check. This free advertisement right here.
dollar, with no limit on how much you can earn. Extra cash.
Oh
Come
my
on,
gosh,
how
this is
amazing
so
is that?
unnecessary.
In fact, it's even more amazing when you realize all the places where Discover is accepted. 99% of places in the U.S. that take credit
Almost
cards.
done with
so when
this.
it comes to Discover, get used to hearing
No
yes
separated
more
vocal from
often.
one song and made a
Learn
beat to
more
it.
at
Cool.
discover.com/yes. 2021 Nielsen Report. Limitations apply.
Okay, there we go. This is hard. I like this already. Cool. So yeah, actually, so far, actually, I think it actually is really good remix. I don't know, of course, yeah, I don't want to speak the language, so I'm not sure what's being said in there. But yeah, in terms of the beat itself, I think this is for a very specific audience, which is, I mean, that's good. Yeah. So in terms of these types of beats, these definitely, in my opinion, I think there is an audience for them. It is a very specific audience, of course, but yeah. The first thing I would definitely do is make a website, or at the very least put like your email address or something in your SoundCloud bio, so that way people can contact you easily. And then also have like a PayPal, if you don't already have a PayPal account that's open, so that people can, if you don't want to sell them on a website, have a place where people can at least send money for the beats. But in terms of making things as easy as possible, definitely recommend get a website. So you have an IG in bio. Okay, that's something as well. But I still would recommend. Yeah, as long I might put something in the bio then that says like um contact their IG if you're interested in purchasing the beat. I still would recommend making a website so that way you can make it as easy as possible for the customer. Um, but yeah, that's just my advice. At the end of the day, you have to do what works the best for you. In terms of the beats themselves, yeah, do what I said before. In order to define an audience for this type of beat, or these types of beats rather, I definitely would recommend doing what I said before, which is go on YouTube, type in something like Chief Keef type beat or Icy Twat type beat. I see you have a Lil Pump instrumental, so you can type in something like Lil Pump type beat on YouTube. As a matter of fact, let me walk through this right now. Now that I have the browser open, so let's see. So let's go to YouTube. You can do the same thing on SoundCloud as well. Actually, for me, I just prefer using YouTube. Same technique, doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so go on YouTube. Let's go type in Chief Keef type beat. Go over this really quick. Oh, I didn't spell beat right, but whatever. Okay, so let's see. Yes, the first guy who pops up is this producer right here named Skinny the Plug. So now, let's type in the search bar prod Skinny. He's supposed to name Skinny the Plug. And you'll see right here, so this is a song that was produced by that producer. So it's this one. So it's this one. Those are fairly recent videos as well. So you can go through those, and then or you also can go over here to the filters, type in under upload date. You can choose any of these. Last hour maybe a bit too recent. Today maybe I would recommend probably these three right here, which is this week, this month, or this year. You could go through like if you go through them in a weekly basis, maybe you can go to like this week, for example. And then you can find this artist right here. Click on their video. I'm not gonna play it right now. But yeah, you can go through their video. Hopefully they'll have some form contact link in their description of their video. Let's see. So they got their Instagram. Also, well, there are multiple artists on the song, so yeah, you can go through it, which is even better. It's because now you got 3 artists. I think this is looking like 2 or 3 artists to reach out to, but yeah. So see, so they got their Instagram in the description. They got their email address. So from there, so now since they use someone's beat who could potentially be similar to the type of beats that you make, you can go reach out to them, start a conversation with them, and then reach out to them and see if they're interested in purchasing one of your beats. Yeah, if you're only posting them on SoundCloud and that's it, it's not really the best way to market yourself, because you shouldn't, especially since you're just starting out. Don't expect people to come to your SoundCloud and then reach out to you. When you're just starting out, you really do need to put in some work and actually reach out to people one-on-one. It does take a little while, but it does pay off in the long term. So that's definitely what I would recommend for you to do. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me as well. I don't consider myself an expert, but I do consider myself very well experienced and very knowledgeable in this craft. So that's just my advice. And yeah, just keep making music, man. Your stuff is a very unique style. It's not really stuff that I listen to in particular. But yeah, man, just keep creating. Don't get discouraged. Just be open to trying out new things, new ideas, and just to continue learning. So I hope all that helps. All right, so let's move on to beat number 2 for today. So thank you for your advice. I'm really going to use them. Ain't no problem, man. That's exactly why I make the videos that I make and why I do these live streams. All right, man. So cool. So glad I could help. Let's move on to beat number 2 for today. It's 1:51 right now. I've got about another hour, and then I have to move on to some other tasks for today. But yeah, let's see what else we can create. And you sent some samples to the email. Awesome. I'll check those out after the stream's over. I like that one. So you got to go, bro, but thank you for your advice and good luck. Hey, man, thank you so much. If you haven't already, also, I would appreciate it if you followed on Twitch, or also subscribe on YouTube and turn on notifications if you haven't already. Hey, man, thank you so much for tuning in. I really genuinely hope that the advice that I was sharing with you does help you out. So I'm going to try. We're in a chill mood today. Yeah, so let's try using this loop. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay, so I want to use this loop. There's like a vocal chop in the same pack that I also kind of want to try out. So there's this. Let's speed it up to 125 because I think that's what the other loop that I found was also in. Okay, so let's see if we can get those to sound good together. If not, we're just gonna roll with this top loop right here. What key is this? So that's. See, so this one is in. Oop, this is B. Doesn't it say major or minor? Okay, let's see. Let's hope that they're both in the same. Let's hope they're both in major. So let's see. What's F? 2, 3, or -6. Let's see what that sounds like. That's like too low. Let's try. What's an octave higher? +6. Nah, that's not really fitting well. You know what I'm gonna do instead? So I'm actually gonna. I think I'll actually just chop that loop up instead. Actually, then let's put that in the quick sampler. And let's get the BPM of the loop the main loop I want to use. Somewhere fitting that vibe. So it was originally 90. Let's try 96. And slow down a bit more. Let's try 93. I don't know for sure if this is gonna work. I just want to try it out. ASAP did. Hey, where do you find your samples from? I get them from all over the place actually. So, uh, yeah. So I get different samples from different websites such as cymatics.fm. I get samples from just a lot of different producers who I find on YouTube actually. Like for example, Producer Grind. I'm not sure if you heard of them. They do a lot of interviews for with other producers, as well as just like general cookup videos on YouTube. I like getting websites from. I mean, I like getting samples from their website. Um, if you're familiar with Curtis King, he has his own sound design company as well called Slap Experts. So basically, I mean, I just look around and find different samples off of different producers on YouTube who I support. Um, as well as even just sometimes since I consume a lot of producer content online, I also get ads towards different companies or different producers and companies who also sell loops and samples. So if they catch my attention, I may go through and buy them as well. Splice is a really good place to get loops. Um, where else? SpliceSounds.com. A lot of different places actually. Ooh, try that again. So definitely gonna turn that down by a lot. I'm gonna take out a lot of the high end in it. Actually, let's use RC20. I'm gonna filter out that high end because I don't want that to be like I don't want that to take up a whole lot of space in the mix. So let's take out a good portion of this low end. Turn off the noise. I'm gonna make it. I'll turn on the wobble knob a little bit. Let's hear what this sounds like. That note came in a little late. I'm not quantizing them on purpose, by the way. I don't want them to be perfectly on beat. I want them to be a little off grid. Okay, so let's build a drum kit now. might swap out the main snare later, actually. Cool. Okay, let's put down the snare. Let's keep it really simple. Let's do something like that. I'm gonna pitch some of the hi-hats up a little bit. Let's pitch. Oh, yeah, that half of the triplet. There we go. Okay, and let's nudge all those hi-hats over a little bit so they're not perfectly on grid. Ooh, that high, open high is really cool. I've had that probably for a long time and like never used it until right now. Just turn it down like a little bit more. I don't want that overly sharp. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for this one is I'm going to EQ out a lot of the low end that's in this loop, so I can fit my own bass in there a little easier. So that took out a lot of it, so that's good. Probably follow its pattern for the most part. Maybe just put in a couple different notes here and there. Oh yeah, like I never like changed the key of this either actually. So let's bounce this in place. I don't do like that key though, but now I do want to change it. Let's bounce that. Oh, I didn't mean to bounce the whole loop. My bad. Whatever. That's gonna take a second. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, yeah, after that bounces in place, chop out the rest of that excess stuff right there. And then let's change the key. And the reason why I am changing the key is because I pretty much always change the key of the loop because I don't want it to sound exactly the same as someone else who also has the same loop. So let's go over here. Let's transpose. Well, actually, first let's turn on flex mode for this vocal chop. And then so then that way, if I decide to change the tempo later on, I can easily do that without it sounding weird. All right, so let's try putting it up too. Ooh, I like that. let's try this bass from Trillion again. Actually, no, I don't want electric bass. I do want a sub bass. That'd be not bad. Let's try. Oh, almost got that. I'm liking where that bass line's going though. Okay, let's put that down. Okay, let's drop that down an octave, maybe clean up some of those notes as well. And the save. What we're gonna call this one? Call it Lush. Why not? Okay, wait for that to load. There we go. I'm gonna slow down the attack a little bit to get some of that clickiness out of it. Oh, I can turn it down here. I think just have maybe that first click on for like the first note, and then I'll just have it like glide into the rest of them. All right, I'm cool with that. Let's keep going on. I actually want to swap that kick out for a different kick, but let's put down this pattern first. Actually, instead of swapping out the kick, let's actually just manipulate it a little bit. Because I actually like how the kick sounds. There's just like some noise on it that I'm not really feeling for this specific beat. So let's go over here to Transient Master from Native Instruments, and let's turn the sustain down. Let's hear what that sounds like. So here's before. Okay, let's turn it down. Yeah, I like that a lot better. There we go. Cool, let's put down some additional instruments. Down like a basic pattern like that. I'm not 100% sure on this sound, but let's put it down. gonna do a couple. I like that pattern. Let's go to a few different sounds. Actually, there might be something in Omnisphere that I think might fit this. That I'm thinking of, like I use the sound a lot, but it's like an ambient piano type sound. But then I'll just slow down the attack on it a lot. That's what I'm thinking right now. Wait for that to open up. Like the sound is called ambient piano. So let's pull that up. Let's see what this can sound like. Maybe I might end up blending those two sounds together. Let's see. So I want to slow down. I do want to slow down the attack. Basically, what slowing down that attack is doing is it's just taking out like that clicking noise. Which makes it sound even more ambient. Actually, yeah, I kind of like that. So what does slowing down the attack do? Yes, slowing down the attack, it just takes out that clicking sound. So, like for example, on most pianos they have a clicking sound on it. Or anything like a drum, they normally have a pretty hard attack. So if you slow it down, it kind of like just lowers that clicking sound. The sound right now is like too quiet, so gotta boost it a little bit. Like, I don't want to be too loud, but it was definitely way too quiet a second ago. There we go. I don't want to add too many melodies. I might want to add maybe one or two more. So right now we have the main loop playing, that vocal loop that I chopped up, and that ambient piano that I just added. Maybe like a lo-fi, something from one of these lo-fi packs, maybe. just found a pattern I like. I don't like that sound for this beat, but I'm still gonna put that down and then swap out the pattern in a second. Like I still want something ambient for the sound. This could work. Slowing down the attack on this one too. And that can definitely come down in volume. Awesome, I think that's all the tracks that we need for this beat, at least for right now. This one's a really simple beat. Cool, let's go ahead and just took the drums out of Machine and put them into Logic. Let's go ahead and start arranging. Let me just get this organization down. As always, let me know what you're thinking about the beat so far. Also, if you are watching on YouTube, we'll greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you clicked out of the chat for a moment, to hit subscribe and turn on notifications, so that way you can be notified the next time that we go live, as well as hitting like on this button, like on this video, so that way YouTube can push out the live stream and the channel in general to more viewers. If you're watching on Twitch as well, we greatly appreciate if you hit the follow button if you're not already. Cool. So let's start arranging. Start off with the intro. Actually, probably gonna keep it like 4 bars. I don't like long intros for beats. Cool. Let's do this. I'm gonna chop that in half. Yeah, chop, give it all that. Okay, let's move all this over. Okay, so that's gonna be chorus. Verse is gonna be right here. Which instrument do you want to start out with? I was gonna keep that. Let's take the vocal chop out of the verse. Which I don't remember which key was which. I think. Okay, yeah, we'll keep that. Okay, keep that. Take this one out right here. Okay, so that's coming out of the verse. Oh yeah, take out all the percussion in that when the verse comes in. Okay, so that's verse 1A. This is verse 1B. I'm gonna take out the kick completely. I'll have the bass play for the first half. Take it out. I think the same thing for the rest of the drums as well. Actually, as well as that, I'll take out like these little like passing notes for the bass. Nah, let's take out the hi-hat too. Actually, let's hear. Okay, no, let's hear what that sounds like with it first. Okay, so now we're on to verse 2. Start off relatively soft, and let's take out most of the tracks actually. Taking out some of the drums and bass over here just to make the pattern a little bit more interesting. Okay, and then last thing that's left is copy and paste. There's the last half of verse. Ooh, actually, let's chop that up. Copying over the last half of verse 1B as well as the chorus, and then we'll make an outro, and this beat will also be done for right now. Let's delete the rest of that. Okay. Matter of fact, I think there might be. I'm thinking maybe I should lower the vocal chop. Never mind. Nah, I'll just do that for the outro. I was gonna lower the vocal chop during the verse to make it a little different than how it sounds in the chorus. I might actually do that. I don't know. I definitely want to do that in the for the outro. What are you using to accomplish lowering the vocal track? There's actually something straight in stock in Logic where it's just I'm going over here and clicking on the transpose section. What do you? Yeah, and I'm just clicking on the transpose section in Logic so that way you can do it straight in there. It's pretty much affecting the audio file itself rather than a third-party piece of software. So that's what it will sound like right there. Okay, so let's play that in context of the song. Yeah, I think that fits more in the outro because like it's pretty quiet now. I think that would be hard to hear in the verse with everything else going on. Then let's take it out for the last half. I'll probably, and then when I'm mixing the beat, I'll put some different effect on the loop as well, for the outro. But I think this is good. Let's listen to the whole thing. If it's good to go from there, we'll wrap up for today. But yeah, let's hear what this beat's sounding like now. Daddy, how you doing? ASAP Des says, you killed this. This is hard. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Awesome. I like how this turned out. Two relatively chill beats today. We started off with a boom bap beat, ended up with this. I guess it also could be considered boom bap. It's like I wouldn't call this lo-fi. I guess I would call this more specifically chill hip hop. But this is dope. I like how this beat turned out. This is where we're going to wrap up for today. Yeah, I'll go through later. So Tuesdays are normally Tuesdays and Thursdays, which are live stream days. Those are normally my my beat making days. I also do have a session later on this afternoon with an artist I work with. Shout out to Brittany Lee. We'll be working together this afternoon. Yeah, so we'll be creating then. I'll probably, depending on my schedule for tomorrow, I'll probably end up mixing the beats that we made over here tomorrow. And yeah, like how these turned out. Super proud of them. So thank you so much for everyone for tuning in. Really quickly, before I log out of here. So I talked about this briefly at the beginning of the live stream. So on my website, lmarkeyproductions.com, where I'll drop the link to this page that I'm on really quick, so you can check this out as well. So basically, I run my business off of my website, lmarkeyproductions.com. That's where you can find all my beats. Most of the beats that I actually make on this live stream, most of them end up getting uploaded to my website. And if they don't get uploaded to the website, then they're just sent off to an artist who I'm working with. So also on my website, you can find this page right here called sample packs. So right now I have three packs, like three packs that consist of 5 loops each. And also what I'm trying to get into so I can just upload on a more regular and more consistent basis is actually uploading single, like one loop at a time actually, so you can just download them individually. So that way I can continue to put out more content on the website as well as get some feedback on the loops. Eventually I do want to actually get into selling them. Eventually, I mean within the very near future, I want to get into selling some of these loops as well. But right now, if you just want to check them out so you can use them in your own productions, you can go through, click on them, and then download them for yourself. So for example, you just click on any of these loops, click that view button. At some point, I'm going to put like some type of video to preview, some video or audio just so you can preview the loop as well. But yeah, all you have to do is go hit buy with Shop Pay. It'll walk you through the cart system. It's free, so it's not going to charge you anything. And then yeah, you'll be able to download the loop and use it in your own productions. And yeah, the main purpose of this right now is to get some feedback on the loops, build more of a demand for them from me as well. So in that way I can go through and actually eventually start making more full packs, packs that consist of more loops, maybe at some point even start making some drum kits. And yeah, that'll be a way to support. If you like what we're doing over here at L Marquee Productions, that'll be a good way to support what we're doing over here on the channel, with the company. And yeah, also, if you're also interested, there's also the place where you can get this bedroom producer merchandise. So if you can see, as you see over here, the hat that I wear in most of these live streams, the bedroom producer hat, that is something that I made. I do have merchandise available on the website as well. Once again, the proceeds from any of these sales will be reinvested back into the business, so that way we can continue putting out some dope music, dope content, dope videos for everyone out there. And yeah, I just really want to help out the online producer and independent artist community and give value to you in any way possible. So if you have any questions or suggestions for the live stream or any of the videos that I post in general on YouTube or even on Instagram and TikTok, I'm always open to feedback. Let me know if there's any way that I can add more value to you, and let me know if there's anything that I can do to you to help or do for you, just to educate you on anything in regards to music production, music business, anything like that. And yeah, this is where we're going to wrap up for today. Once again, thank you everyone so much for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll greatly appreciate it if you click out of the chat, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you know the next time when we go live. And then if you're watching this on Twitch, greatly appreciate it if you hit that follow button as well. Next live stream will be this Thursday, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is L Marquee Productions. God bless.